Have you ever noticed how some women over 60 can walk into a room wearing nothing more than a simple blouse, a well-fitted pair of pants, perhaps a small accessory, and yet, somehow, they instantly command attention? Meanwhile, so many people spend years chasing every new trend, buying more clothes, filling their closets, and still feeling like something is missing. So, what is the difference? Why do certain women seem to become more elegant, more confident, and more captivating with age instead of less? The answer may surprise you. It isn't about having a larger wardrobe. It isn't about spending a fortune on luxury items. And it certainly isn't about trying to dress like you're 25 again. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here today. One of the biggest myths in fashion is that style belongs to the young. But true elegance tells a very different story. Real style doesn't disappear with age. It evolves. It becomes more refined, more intentional, and more authentic. For many women in Paris, beauty is viewed as a lifelong journey. It's not about fighting age. It's about honoring yourself at every stage of life. It's about confidence, self-respect, and carrying yourself with quiet dignity. In today's video, we're not going to talk about looking younger. We're going to talk about looking your best right now. We'll focus on quality over quantity, comfort over discomfort, timeless choices that support the life you actually live. And if you enjoy elegant, sophisticated fashion designed for mature women, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps our community grow. Now, let's explore 6 timeless Parisian-style secrets that help women over 60 look effortlessly chic, polished, and confident without ever trying too hard. 1. The quiet power of neutral colors. One of the most common fashion mistakes many women make as they get older is believing they need more color to look vibrant, youthful, or interesting. Somewhere along the way, we've been told that bright colors equal energy, while softer tones are somehow boring or forgettable. But if you've ever paid attention to truly elegant women, you'll notice something surprising. They often wear less color, not more. Many stylish Parisian women build their wardrobes around a simple palette of cream, white, navy, camel, soft gray, and black. At first glance, that might sound too basic. But in reality, these colors create the foundation of effortless elegance. Think about opening your closet in the morning and seeing pieces that naturally work together. A cream sweater pairs beautifully with navy trousers. A white blouse works with a camel skirt. A black jacket complements almost everything. Suddenly, getting dressed becomes less about making difficult decisions and more about choosing what feels right for your day. And that's where the real beauty begins. When colors stop competing for attention, something else starts to shine. People notice the quality of the fabric. They notice the clean lines of a well-cut pair of pants. They notice your posture, your smile, your confidence. In many ways, neutral colors create space for you to be the focus, not your clothing. There's also a psychological benefit that often goes unnoticed. A carefully curated wardrobe filled with harmonious colors brings a sense of calm. Instead of standing in front of a crowded closet wondering what matches, you experience clarity and ease. Dressing becomes simpler, faster, and far less stressful. Perhaps that's one of the most beautiful lessons we can learn from Parisian style after 60. You don't have to dress to attract attention. You can dress to express who you are. Because at this stage of life, your wisdom, your experiences, and your confidence are far more powerful than any trend. And those qualities will always be the most beautiful accessories you own. And once that elegant foundation is in place, the next step is choosing a few timeless pieces that instantly elevate everything you wear. One of the most iconic happens to be a classic wardrobe staple that Parisian women have relied on for generations. 2. The trench coat. that instantly elevates everything. And once you understand why, you'll start to see it differently every time you open your closet. What makes a trench coat so special isn't that it's flashy or attention-grabbing. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Its beauty comes from its ability to create structure, balance, and elegance with almost no effort at all. A well-fitted trench coat naturally frames the body. It creates clean vertical lines that help you appear taller and more polished. If you choose to tie the belt at the waist, it gently defines your silhouette without feeling restrictive. Even on days when you're wearing a simple sweater and comfortable pants, adding a trench coat can instantly make the entire outfit look intentional and refined. This is one of the reasons so many stylish women continue to rely on it year after year. But the magic of a trench coat goes beyond appearance. There is also something deeply reassuring about putting one on. Many women describe it as feeling dressed before they've even finished getting ready. It provides a sense of confidence, almost like a soft layer of armor between you and the outside world. You stand a little taller. You walk a little more purposefully. You feel prepared for whatever the day may bring. And perhaps its greatest strength is versatility. Imagine wearing it for a morning walk through your neighborhood, then later meeting friends for lunch. Picture taking it on a weekend trip, wearing it to dinner, or layering it over a simple outfit for an appointment in town. It adapts effortlessly to each occasion without ever feeling out of place. That is the true Parisian approach to fashion, choosing pieces that work hard for you and continue serving you beautifully for years, even decades. Rather than filling a closet with temporary trends, invest in timeless essentials that make everyday life feel a little more elegant. Speaking of timeless essentials, there is another wardrobe staple that Parisian women often reach for when they want to look polished, feminine, and effortlessly put together: the classic blouse. 3. The timeless beauty of a well-chosen blouse. One of the easiest ways to make an outfit look dated is to add too much. Too many ruffles, too many decorative details, too many busy patterns competing for attention. While these pieces may seem exciting in the store, they often end up overwhelming the person wearing them. Parisian women tend to take a very different approach. Instead of asking, "How can I make this outfit more noticeable?" they ask, "How can I make it feel more elegant?" And more often than not, the answer begins with a beautiful blouse or a well-made shirt. The secret isn't in dramatic designs, it's in quality, fit, and fabric. A crisp cotton shirt, for example, has a remarkable ability to make you look polished without appearing overdressed. It feels fresh, breathable, and easy to wear throughout the day. A soft silk blouse creates a completely different effect. It moves gracefully with the body, catches the light in subtle ways, and adds an effortless touch of femininity and sophistication. When choosing these pieces, comfort should always come first. If a fabric scratches your skin, feels stiff, or makes you constantly adjust your clothing, it will distract you from enjoying your day. The best shirts and blouses feel almost weightless. They skim the body rather than cling to it, allowing you to move naturally and comfortably. The visual impact can be surprisingly powerful. A well-chosen blouse brings light toward the face, softens your features, and creates a sense of refinement that works beautifully with other wardrobe staples, like a blazer or trench coat. More importantly, it often changes how you feel. There is something uplifting about wearing clothing that feels comfortable, flattering, true to who you are. To capture that relaxed Parisian spirit, try rolling the sleeves slightly or leaving the top button or two undone. Not enough to look careless, just enough to look comfortable and confident. The goal is never perfection. The goal is ease. And before we continue, if you're realizing that true elegance may be much, much simpler than we've been led to believe, leave a violence in the comments below. I'd love to know which of these style principles speaks to you most so far. Because once you have a strong foundation of timeless tops, the next question becomes, what should you pair them with? The answer may be one of the most misunderstood pieces in fashion after 60. 4. Why jeans never go out of style for years. Many women have been told that denim belongs to the young. Somewhere along the way, the idea took hold that once you reach a certain age, jeans should be replaced with more appropriate clothing. If you look closely at some of the most effortlessly stylish women in the world, you'll discover something very different. They never gave up their jeans. In fact, many Parisian women consider a great pair of jeans a lifelong wardrobe essential. Not because they're trying to look younger, but because they're practical, versatile, and timeless. The key is choosing the right pair. Instead of overly distressed styles, excessive embellishments, or trendy cuts that come and go, many elegant women gravitate toward dark wash denim. The deeper color instantly looks more refined and sophisticated, while also making it easier to pair with pieces already hanging in your closet. A straight leg silhouette is another smart choice. It creates balance, flatters a wide range of body shapes, and never seems to fall out of fashion. Unlike extremely tight or overly baggy styles, straight-leg jeans offer structure without sacrificing comfort, and that's where the true beauty of denim lies. A great pair of jeans can say something powerful about the way you live your life. They communicate energy, confidence, and a willingness to stay engaged with the world around you. They suggest that you're still curious, still active, and still embracing new experiences. If you're wondering how to wear them in a more polished way, the formula is surprisingly simple. Pair dark jeans with a crisp white shirt for a clean, classic look. Add a blazer when you want extra structure. Tie on a silk scarf for a touch of personality. Finish with a pair of loafers, and suddenly the outfit feels elegant rather than casual. Perhaps the most important lesson jeans can teach us has nothing to do with fashion at all. A truly stylish woman doesn't spend her time trying to force her body into clothing that doesn't fit. She finds clothing that honors the body she has today. That shift from criticism to acceptance changes everything. And once you've mastered the balance between comfort and sophistication, there's one small accessory that can transform even the simplest outfit into something memorable. Surprisingly, it weighs almost nothing, yet its impact can be remarkable. 5. The silk scarf secret. Every elegant woman should know there is one small accessory that appears again and again in the wardrobes of stylish Parisian women. It isn't flashy. It isn't expensive looking, and yet it has the remarkable ability to transform an entire outfit in seconds. That accessory is the silk scarf. What makes a silk scarf so special is that it does much more than simply complete an outfit. It becomes a reflection of personality. In many ways, it tells a story about the woman wearing it. Whether she's feeling classic, creative, romantic, confident, or playful, and the best part? It takes very little effort to make a big impact. One of the most flattering things a silk scarf does is bring color closer to the face. As we mature, many women notice that certain colors can make their complexion appear brighter and more vibrant. A scarf placed near the neckline naturally draws light upward, helping the skin look fresher and more radiant. It can also bring attention to your eyes, creating a focal point that feels soft and elegant rather than dramatic. Imagine wearing a simple cream sweater and dark jeans, beautiful on their own, certainly. But add a silk scarf with subtle colors around your neck, and suddenly the outfit feels intentional, polished, and uniquely yours. Beyond its beauty, a silk scarf also serves a practical purpose. It provides a light layer of warmth on cooler days and adds softness around the neckline, an area many women become more conscious of as they age. It's one of those rare accessories that combines function with elegance effortlessly. Good news is that you don't need to learn complicated styling techniques. In fact, the most sophisticated approach is often the simplest. Gently drape it around your neck, tie a loose knot, or let it fall naturally over a blouse or sweater. The goal is not perfection. The goal is ease. Perhaps that's why the silk scarf has remained a beloved staple for generations. It reminds us that true elegance is rarely about doing more. More often, it's about paying attention to the smallest details. Because sometimes, the most memorable part of an outfit isn't the clothing itself. It's the thoughtful finishing touch that makes everything feel complete. And speaking of finishing touches, there's one final lesson that Parisian women understand exceptionally well. When it comes to accessories, owning less can often make you look far more refined. 6. Why less is often more. One of the most valuable style lessons we can learn from elegant Parisian women has very little to do with clothing itself. It comes from the way they approach accessories. In a world that constantly encourages us to buy more, collect more, and chase the next new thing, they often choose the opposite path. They understand that having more doesn't automatically create better style. In fact, a small collection of beautiful, well-chosen accessories can often have a greater impact than drawers filled with items that rarely get worn. Let's start with handbags. Rather than owning a different bag for every occasion, many stylish women prefer one or two high-quality options that work with almost everything in their wardrobe. Think of a structured leather bag in a neutral color such as camel, navy, black, or soft beige. The clean shape instantly adds polish to an outfit, while the neutral tone makes it easy to pair with everything from jeans and a blouse to a trench coat and tailored trousers. The same philosophy applies to jewelry. Instead of wearing multiple statement pieces at once, Parisian women often rely on a few timeless classics: a simple gold earring, a beautiful watch worn daily, a strand of pearls that has been loved for years. These pieces don't compete for attention. They quietly enhance the woman wearing them. And perhaps that's the most important distinction. The accessory should never overshadow you. It should simply support your natural elegance. There is also a deeper mindset behind this approach. Many women spend years saving their nicest items for special occasions. They keep the beautiful handbag in the closet. They save the favorite jewelry for holidays or important events. But what if today is the special occasion? What if meeting a friend for coffee, taking yourself to lunch, or simply enjoying an ordinary afternoon is reason enough to wear something you love? That small shift in perspective can be surprisingly powerful. Over time, these carefully chosen accessories become part of your personal signature. People begin to recognize them as part of your style. Getting dressed becomes easier because every piece works together effortlessly. And that is the ultimate goal. Not owning more, but owning better. As we bring these 6 Parisian style principles together, a beautiful pattern begins to emerge. True elegance has never been about age, trends, or excess. It is about making thoughtful choices that help you feel confident, comfortable, and completely yourself. As we come to the end of today's journey, let's take a moment to look at the bigger picture. We explored 6 simple yet powerful style principles that help many Parisian women remain elegant, confident, effortlessly chic well beyond the age of 60. We talked about building a wardrobe around neutral colors that make getting dressed easier and more refined. We discovered how a classic trench coat can instantly elevate even the simplest outfit. We looked at the beauty of well-made shirts and blouses that never go out of style. We challenged the myth that jeans belong only to the young and embraced denim as a lifelong wardrobe essential. We explored the transformative power of a silk scarf and how one small accessory can add personality and polish. And finally, we learned why choosing a few high-quality accessories often creates a stronger impression than owning dozens of trendy pieces. Perhaps the most important lesson has nothing to do with clothing at all. Parisian style doesn't ask you to throw away your wardrobe and start over. It doesn't require an unlimited budget. And it certainly doesn't demand that you chase every new fashion trend that appears. Instead, it encourages you to choose thoughtfully, to surround yourself with pieces that make your daily life easier, more comfortable, and more enjoyable. Pieces that support who you are today, not who you were 20 years ago, and not who society expects you to be. Because if there is one thing truly elegant women seem to understand, it is this. Their goal is not to look younger. Their goal is to look like the very best version of themselves. They don't spend their energy fighting age. They embrace it. They appreciate the wisdom they've earned, the experiences they've lived through, and the confidence that can only come from knowing yourself deeply. And perhaps that's why they are so captivating. Not because of a trench coat, not because of a silk scarf, not because of a perfectly curated wardrobe, but because they wear every piece with self-respect, authenticity, and quiet confidence. So, if there's one message I'd love for you to take away from this video, it's this. The most beautiful style is not the one that makes you look younger. It's the one that makes you feel free. The one that makes you feel confident. The one that allows you to walk into any room feeling comfortable in your own skin. And that kind of beauty never goes out of fashion. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 6 Parisian style secrets spoke to you the most? Is there one you're already using? Or perhaps one you're excited to try after watching today's video? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read as many comments as I can, and I truly enjoy hearing your experiences and style stories. And if you found inspiration in today's video, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up. It helps more women discover this community and supports the channel more than you might realize. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos filled with timeless fashion advice, confidence-building style tips, and inspiration for living beautifully at every age. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Until next time, take good care of yourself, wear what makes you feel wonderful, and remember, elegance has no age limit.